welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So West Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Mountaineers in the hurry up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in a W column here today, Dave.
And this is why we love the expansion of the college football playoff. Sometimes you get hot at the right time. Like late in the season, and you look like a team that could do some damage, and then you get to that moment and you get the opportunity now. So keep putting it together and see what happens.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gallagher. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Trying play action. Completes the shuffle pass. Breaks the tackle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
It'll be a draw. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UCF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try the run. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
Here we
go. Going with the ground game left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or for us, green light. Go for it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Mountaineers heading quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gallagher. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Might be looking to run. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Big fella moving. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Jackson will throw. Get it out on the screen. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the touchdown.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extreme.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got it in the middle. It's Gallagher. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Toss sweep to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes trouble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Jackson gonna throw it. Pulls it in. It's Jenkins. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the 1st half. It is a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Hughes. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Jackson will throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going right and going deep. Makes grab deep. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. And he'll burrow his way into the line and get enough for the first down.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man, it's Pringle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Pringle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Jackson gonna throw it. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Mills. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it.
Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll They'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He'll pull it on the read. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker is Lamb. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And if we can draw your attention to the sky, what an amazing sight this is. Now, not everyone knows that the 50-yard line of UCF Stadium lines up with the launch pad at Cape Canaveral. And from that view, I think you can see why. One final quarter to play, and we'll have to see if we can get everyone's focus back on the game after that spectacular event. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, Knights! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by 10 to UCLA. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, babe.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Jackson will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF! That might be the proverbial 4th-quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The sure hands, it's Mills. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Gallagher. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Just keep slinging it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, West Virginia. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Going over the top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside there. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game. And that
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Jackson will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Hughes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
2nd down coming up. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Smashes it between the uprights. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? And just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.